Midday Kentucky cooking segment brought to you by Creative Kitchen and Bath, where you will always cook in style.
Welcome back to Midday Kentucky, everyone. Over here with Chef Allison Davis.
Hello, Troy.
Hello, my darling. We're cooking some shrimp.
Prawns in his mind, but yes,
Shrimp.
we've got some shrimp here. I wanted to talk a little bit about our weekly meals. I know we've talked about them before, but
Yes.
this is one of the dishes that I do with our weekly meals.
Can I be honest with you?
Yes, I hope.
I'm not a fan of cooking them with the...
Tails on.
I'm allergic to the shell.
Oh, well, you can do the dish without the shells.
Do you take it off the shell?
Well, we don't eat the shells, but I like to present it with the shells. I think it makes a prettier presentation, so I typically will cook it with the shells on, but you could absolutely take the shells off and then just cook your shrimp anyway.
Okay.
So we started with some shrimp. We have a little bit of coconut oil in the bottom of the pan. I like using a wok.
Oh, is that what it is?
Yeah, a little coconut oil. So I like using coconut oil, and I like using a wok because we're going to add a lot of stuff in here, so it's going to hold a lot more than just, say, a traditional pan.
So this is a typical meal that I'd be able to buy from you?
Yes, this is
What
from
does
our
this
weekly
cost?
meals. This is a shrimp cauliflower fried rice.
Oh, I
so
love
instead of
shrimp.
rice, we're doing cauliflower rice, or the cauliflower pearls.
Trader Joe's,
Yes,
the best.
yes, so good. And honestly, just as cheap as a whole head of cauliflower, and you're not going to get much more out of a whole head of cauliflower when you
I
do
wouldn't
it.
be buying the cauliflower. Buy this.
Exactly. All right, so we're going to take our shrimp and kind of sit it over here to the side. Once it's pink, it's done. You do not want to overcook. You want to let it sit. And we're always going to add it, but you got a little pepper up your nose?
I got a little pepper up my nose.
All right.
Please, I'm off camera.
Okay, you're fine. So we're going to just start building our fried rice at this point. I actually add the cauliflower last. We're going to start with our vegetables, and I always typically start with onions first. So we're going to go in with our onions and let those start to saute.
I'm back.
Hello. All right, I'm
Sorry
going to let
about
you
that.
stir, and I'll just start talking about what we want to do.
that pepper.
But when I think of a fried rice, I think of a lot of fresh colors, Asian flavors. So we've got our onions. We're going in with some celery.
I missed the part. Did you put olive oil in here or
Just
something?
a little bit more coconut oil. We're
nice.
using the coconut oil on this one because we're going with those Asian flavors, and that's going to add to it. So we have our celery, our onions. We're going to go in with carrots. You could really do this at home. This is like, I mean, and a lot of these things you can already buy pre-chopped in the fridge.
best.
Yeah, right? All right, so once we have our carrots, we're going to go in with some bell peppers that are sliced. Look at all the rainbow. When I talk with our kids, because we're still in summer camp season, I always try to say eat the rainbow because it's important. You're getting a whole different variety of vitamins and minerals when you have different colors
I need a wok.
of vegetables. You do
Do
need
you
a
sell
wok.
these?
I don't, but I picked these up at IKEA. So next
need
time
one.
we
Will
take
you
a
get
trip,
one?
we'll get one. Yeah.
Oh, do you mean I don't get it like
It's up in Westchester.
You mean when you go?
Yes. Well, you might go with me. I might convince you. All right, we've got some sugar snap peas going in there. I mean, just gorgeous, right?
Oh, this looks divine, Allison.
Mushrooms, right? I mean, it's endless. And
Hold
honestly,
on, how many people are you cooking for?
this is for like 10, right? So this is plenty, yeah? So we have, you don't have to use this certain variety. You can get into your refrigerator and just start pulling out and saying, let's make a stir fry. I've got some frozen peas going in there, okay? Now, before we run out of time, I want to talk about the sauce and the seasoning, right?
Okay.
So I've got a combination of some ingredients here. Red Boat fish sauce is fantastic. It's all the umami. You know, when you think of Asian food, it's that umami flavor. And of course,
This is enough for 10 people.
yeah, well, Red Boat fish sauce. We've got lime juice that's gonna go in, right? A little squeeze of lime. And then this, because in our meals, in our weekly meals, we're soy-free, we're dairy-free, we're gluten-free. I use coconut aminos, which is a soy sauce
let me
substitute.
have a smell of that.
It's fantastic.
Yeah.
And also, if you are a big fan of soy, but you're trying to reduce your sodium, this is way less sodium than you would find in
I
soy
want to
sauce.
ask you, is this Whole Foods 30 compliant?
It is.
I was going to say.
Yeah, it's sugar-free as well.
Yeah.
Yeah. So we're going to do quite a bit of
Are
the
we?
coconut aminos.
When do we put that cauliflower rice in?
All right, and that's the last thing that
Have
I
we got enough
typically add
time?
in. I want the cauliflower.
Why am I burning my
I don't
hands?
know. I want the cauliflower to be crisp, so I typically add it at the end. Mix this up. We'll season with our shrimp, and we are good to go.
That's it?
Yeah.
Allison, that's more than enough. Look, I'm using
Troy's
cauliflower.
going to eat well today.
Is this for me?
Well, I might
Oh, no,
give
I
you some.
can't because I can't have the shrimp.
We'll pull some shells off.
Oh, okay. No, I can't. I'm allergic to the egg. We'll be right back after this show. Oh, I've got to tell everyone where to get the recipe.
WTVQ/recipes. Click on the recipes tab, and you are good to go.
Back after this short break, everyone. You're watching Midday Kentucky.